In this video, we're going to take a look at the PVS-IS2 vent screen. This is a professional grade vent screen, and the reason why we call it a professional grade vent screen is because it has a 70% airflow rating. You'll find that most rodent screens in the marketplace do not have an airflow rating associated with their products. Most are just 60 to 75%, making them unsuitable for use during winter. Certainly some of them should not be used at all. And with any rodent screen, they do not provide protection against insects, and one of the common problems that we run into in the field are bees and wasps building nests within vent pipes or actually within appliances themselves. So we'll take a closer look here at the PVS-IS2. You'll see that the outer housing is made out of 6061T6 aluminum. It resists corrosion and it's highly durable. The screen itself is made out of 316 stainless steel, making it far superior to galvanized or 304 stainless steels. So basically a newly installed furnace is going to last for about 15 years. We want this vent screen to outlast a newly installed furnace, and the PVS-IS2 is designed to do just that. So this has the 18 by 18 mesh, which will keep out ants and anything larger, including bees and wasps. Your typical household screen is just 16 by 16 mesh. So this is just a little bit tighter. So size-wise, the PVS-IS2 is designed to fit inside a 2-inch vent termination hub. The outside diameter is just under 2 3/8 inches. The thickness is just under 1/2 inch. Every vent screen we sell comes with an included wire clip. And let's go ahead and bring in a 2-inch hub into the picture. So you'll see a 2-inch hub right here has a hub on this side and a hub on this side. You'll see that it angles. This happens to be 22.5 degrees, but out in the field you'll see 45, 60s, and 90s commonly used. Inside a 2-inch hub you'll see the internal flange right here, and that's where the PVS-IS2 seats against. A 2-inch hub will have an inside diameter of 2 3/8 inches, so if you want to measure to confirm sizing for the PVS-IS2, please do. Also on a 2-inch hub you'll see the number 2 is embossed right there, so that makes identification easy. However, out in the field you will commonly run into hub to street terminations. You'll see the hub side right here, which is normally attached to the pipe that comes out of the dwelling, and the street side is the same size as 2-inch PVC pipe. So in this case, the outside diameter of this would be 2 3/8 inches. You would go to your local hardware store, purchase a 2-inch coupling, costs less than 50 cents, slide it on, and you can slide it on snug. It does not need to be cement welded or any adhesives used. Now the inside diameter is 2 3/8 inches, has an internal flange there for the PVS-IS2 to seat against, will not fall off. So it's a quick, inexpensive solution to a common problem out there in the field. So let's go ahead and install the PVS-IS2 right now, and we'll put that down there. When you go to install it, make sure your intake and exhaust vents are wiped out. This way there's no debris that would impact fitment of the PVS-IS2. So you drop the PVS-IS2 inside, take your included internal wire clip, and you want to bend it in the shape of a U, and then expand the wires out, make sure it's fully seated up against the screen, and there you have it. The PVS-IS2 is installed. And it doesn't matter if it's an upside down installation, it's held in place securely. Now the advantage of installing a vent screen this way is we have nothing over the outside or extending out from the vent termination hub that would otherwise collect debris. This way the vent screen's protected. So why do we use an internal wire clip? Obviously for serviceability, we want to make it very easy to install and remove. Now the PVS-IS2 is what we call a 3-season screen for many, meaning during spring, summer, and fall it should be used, anytime insects are active. During winter, you want to install a higher rated airflow screen, the PVS-IS2. This actually has an airflow rating of 90%. Now, why do we want to do that? Well, first let's look at the reason why your intake and exhaust vent does not have a screen in place right now. And that's because what happens during winter is air becomes dense as it gets colder, and it's more difficult to pass through an intake screen. Exhaust vents on high efficiency appliances are known as condensing vents, meaning that there's moisture in the exhaust that's being discharged. So obviously if you have more wires or thicker wires, that will provide additional surface area for this moisture to collect on and freeze when the heat cycle completes. That's why most of the rodent screens out in the market have their airflow rating of 60 to 75%. As a baseline airflow rating, it will be reduced during winter, sometimes as much as reducing the airflow down to 40%. So right here what we would do is remove the internal wire clip. You take your nail in there, get it between the screen and the wire, and then slowly pull it towards you. And at that point, the wire will slip right out, okay? And then the vent screen will fall out. This way you can go ahead and replace it with the PVS-IS2 for winter. Make sure that's wiped out. Install the PVS-IS2. Use the internal wire clip. These can be reused many years. Install it in a U-shape. Bend it out and make sure it's in place. Now you have the PVS-IS2 installed for winter. Now the PVS-IS2 openings are small enough to keep out mice and anything larger, but yet we maintain a 90% airflow rating. So what happens during winter is the moisture may collect on the wires and freeze. You may lose 2 to 3% capacity. Next heat cycle comes, it will liquefy that ice, and the whole process repeats itself throughout winter. Because this is such a combination, purchasing the PVS-IS2 and PVS-IS2, we do offer kits in our store. And if you do purchase a kit, you will save money. If it's a 2-screen kit, you'll save a little bit. If you purchase a 4-screen kit, you will save even more. So if you have an intake and an exhaust vent, you would want to look at a PVS-IS2-2, which is available in our store. And you'll find the store link on our website. It's on every page at the top. There's a link that says store. Just click on that link and you'll see all the products that we offer in our store. Now if you have any questions about the PVS-IS2 or any other vent screen that we manufacture, please go ahead and use the contact form on our website. You'll find that in the main navigation at the top. And if you're contacting us about sizing, please include the inside diameter and outside diameter of any vent that you want to protect. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day.